No domino.
Yeah.
That nigga not here.
Yeah. Yeah. He got some personal things to work out.
Yeah.
I don't know when he's going to be back.
Yep.
I have an idea of one of the things.
Yeah.
Because kids go back to school, right?
Mm.
But they ain't really in school.
Yeah.
They're at home.
Yeah.
And they're doing Zoom meetings. Now I didn't personally do it yet, but I have to start doing it. Like,
yeah,
this shit is affecting me too, because I'm gonna have to go into work late on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, right?
Mm-hmm. Oh, because they're doing that half and half thing.
Yeah, and I've heard some some things.
Oh,
the classrooms aren't really working out like that, because you can't have kids sit for like no fucking like 5 hours.
No, with masks on and all that shit.
Yeah, like, not even with masks on. Like, they're doing everything like at home remotely.
Yeah.
So I guess they don't go back until like November.
It seems about something like that.
Yeah, so I'm like, fuck, like, so I'm talking to my daughter's mother, and I was like, yo, how is it? She was like, yo, she said like, because people, it's funny to me because we grew up around this technology shit, so we pretty much know how to work it, and I'm assuming that all the parents are at least our age, right? They don't know shit about technology. She said there was people up there don't know how to mute the mic. So they sit up there yelling at their kids. You can't hear it.
Yeah. Nah, my boy's girlfriend or fiance, what the fuck, is like a year or two younger than us.
Yeah.
She can't work shit, man. Like, she can't work no type of electronic, dog.
Oh,
you don't know how to do shit. Shit that be in a house that they use every day. She don't know how to fucking function it. I'm like, dog, you use this. Why don't you know how to do this?
like the other day, my baby mother, she tried to play try to play the PlayStation, and she called me at work. She was like, "Yo, I don't know how this works." I said, "Okay, so what's going on?" "Oh, I'm turning it on, I'm pressing the button. It turns on the PlayStation, but I can't play." I said, "Then it should work." She's like, "It don't work." I said, "Then it should work." "It don't work." "Then it should work." I come home, turn the shit on. I said,
"It's working."
Like what are you doing, man? Come on. Yeah. So yeah, she said
she'd have on the right input or something.
I don't know what the fuck it was. Like, whatever it was she was doing, I don't know what the fuck. That's why I hate doing troubleshooting. I'll be the worst at that shit.
Yeah, because you can't see him. Like, to you, it's simple. So it's like, dog, it's not that hard.
Yeah, like
press the fucking button.
Most of the time, it's always some simple shit. It's kind of like when we were trying to get that Tatiana interview, and that shit was fucking up at G Studio. I said, I know it's something mad simple. It always is. Then you got G unplugging everything and shit. I'm like, I know it's something simple. It's always some fucking shit simple. Come and find out, the balance on the fucking board.
Yeah, I think that little attachment piece has its own individual volume thing on it, and that shit was kicked all the way up. So that's why that shit was like mad loud for her, I guess.
Right.
But he didn't realize that until after everything. Obviously, he's trying to hurry because she's waiting, so he's trying to just get it working good. So he was just like, well, I don't know why the fucking, and I guess he just lowered it on the board.
Yeah.
But then I guess after everything that he looked at it, he was like, oh, this shit has its own volume. So Mac just clicked all the way up.
Yeah.
That's why she was like, it sounds like you're fucking screaming in my face. I was like, oh, well, I don't know, dog. Yeah, so Domino's not gonna be on the show for we don't know how long. So that's the only issue. He didn't give us a time frame. I don't think he even knows the time frame yet.
Yeah.
He's just a little stressed out, a little burnt out. So he's like, he needs to take a break. So I guess for the time being, me and Bobby have decided we will try to at least do the show with just us two. We'll be doing it probably through the Zoom calls. So the audio quality may or may not be the greatest in that short amount of time. Hopefully you guys will still stick with us. Sorry if that inconveniences you. But everything is still going. So if you purchase merch will still go out. The Discord is obviously still open. I just saw earlier. Yeah, Discord's still going crazy. I saw earlier today y'all was setting up the fantasy football.
Oh yeah,
I mean, we're still in there. He's still gonna be in there. Instagram, everything. So like, as far as everything goes, the show will still be going, and we talked about still trying to at least do no smokes with him. So at least do that. So if you haven't subscribed to the YouTube channel, you should do that, because that'll be the one thing that'll have all three of us on it once we get that kind of hammered out. But yeah, so it's gonna just be me and Bobby for a while. Hopefully it's not insane. Inmates have the asylum, and we'll see how this turns out.
Yeah. But yeah, this week I haven't been weather's been crazy.
Yeah, it's getting colder, but it's still kind of hot.
Yeah, like I think what was it yesterday? I think it was yesterday. It was hot, like the sun was beaming, but it was a breeze.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, yo, if it could just stay like this, I'd be fine. But sometimes you wake up, it'd be like cold. Like, you know, the September, it'd be cold as fuck.
Mm-hmm.
Like in the morning, and then like in the afternoon, man, I don't
it
like
gets
that
hot. Yeah, it's that fall. So I like that shit because I'm fat, so I be hot.
Yeah.
So I like when it's cold. I like a little. I like spring and fall. Like I like the in between shit. I don't really like winter too much because I don't like when it's like negative 40 degrees outside and I'm dying.
Right.
And I hate summer when it's like fucking 99 degrees outside and the fucking world is boiling. So I like when it's in between. Like, you know, some put a little hoodie on, keep it moving, keep it breezing. That's my shit.
But the highlight of the week was the Discord.
yeah, Discord got a little spicy.
Yeah. Shout out to James.
Shout out to James. Watch.
Not to disclose anything, because to some people who listen and aren't in the Discord, but
yeah,
James, if we didn't love you, we wouldn't have said it.
Facts. I was
wouldn't have said it. I'm telling you.
I was literally going to say, I was like, if I don't know if you stop listening to us, I don't know.
Yeah,
still listening. We do love you, and it was, you know what I mean.
Yeah, like we chill with you, we hung with you. You cool as fuck, but it had to be said.
So, and basically, I think the gist of everything is like, listen, we say wild shit all the time, so it's not about like we casting judgment on anybody or anybody for anything. Because say wild shit, I think our concern is the frequency, and then some of the stuff that is said. If we don't say something about it, it might give carte blanche to other people to start saying wilder and wilder stuff. And we do want the Discord and just our stuff in general to be a place where people can go and relax and have a community and maybe not feel necessarily uncomfortable being there. Like certain stuff being said that they're not rocking with, and maybe they'll just back away because it's like, oh, well, whatever. And if we're not like at least trying to police it, or at least say, hey, look, have fun, right? We're not trying to like we're not your parents. Have fun, but like, you know, let's be just the parameters of some of this shit.
Yeah, but movie night we watched Mulan.
Yeah, how was it? I didn't watch it. What was it? You watched that last night?
This was Friday.
Friday night.
It dropped Friday. I told you I'm not paying for that shit. Like,
it's like Bobby said, "Oh, it's out."
Yeah. VOD? Like, all right.
Yeah. Hit a few button clicks, had that shit lit.
Yeah, so we was watching. I was like, oh shit, it's clear too. All right. Mm-hmm. So we're watching it, and what's the dude's name? Jason Scott Lee. Jason Scott Lee's in it. If anybody don't know him, he's the one who played Bruce Lee in the biopic. He's the one he's the one who played Mowgli.
Okay,
in the 90s.
I was gonna say there's like 2 Bruce Lee movies, I think.
And first thing, that nigga don't age.
He was Mowgli.
Yeah. That nigga don't age, and he's still in shape.
Oh no, we talking about that black don't crack, and neither do Asians until they do.
Yeah,
like
Asians, that's what.
I saw somebody put that. I was like, oh, that was fucking stupid. I was like, this dude's stupid. No, it's true. They hold on until, but then it's like when they hit that switch. Hit the switch.
Like 80 in a minute.
Quick.
So I'm watching the movie, and like they got this scene when the nigga got his shirt off, she's back and everything. I was like, no, there's no way this nigga's still in shape. Turn around, this motherfucker still got his pecs. I'm like, what the fuck?
You practicing, dog?
Bad. I was like, God damn. Like,
He's like, oh, I was like, damn.
I gotta get in shape. I
gotta hit this gym up.
Yeah, it was that. I was watching it, and then I was like, damn, like, yo, he would be a really good Shang Tsung.
He wasn't Liu Kang.
No, he wasn't Liu Kang. That was somebody.
That's a different guy. That's a different guy. Yeah.
But yeah, I was looking. I was like, yo, he would be a really good Shang Tsung.
Yeah.
And I was looking at the casting of the Mortal Kombat. I was like, yeah, that dude that they got, they don't look that like Shang Tsung.
Hey, look, I still think the movie might be alright though.
Yeah.
You know, you can't get everything right all the time, though.
Right. Yeah, but about the movie, right? People been shitting on it. There's been a lot of things about it. They're protesting the movie right now in Hong Kong because
some shit.
Yeah, because Homegirl, like main actor, she's like for policing Hong Kong.
Yeah, she was like pro police or some shit like that.
Yeah.
And I think that's, you know, crazy because I think especially, I mean, I don't know if it's still going on, but like last year, I know they definitely had all that like protests and shit that was going on over there for like the democracy type of shit.
Right.
So her being pro the police is kind of like, hey, we out here fighting for our lives, dog. Like, yeah. So I can see where, at least in the.
That's like Black Lives Matter for Asian people.
Yeah.
Don't know what we're talking about.
So like, if I can
it's kind of like
understand
fucking Michael B. Jordan said, "I'm for all lives." I was like, "Hey,
it was like, oh damn, dog, we out here fighting for our lives, dog." Yeah,
like,
exactly.
Ain't none of that going on. What's going on here?
So I can understand, especially the Asian countries telling people to boycott the movie because it's like, nah, fuck that. Yeah, I can understand that.
That's like, a bad thing though, because now you got like American studios placating to China.
Oh well, I mean they've been doing that. And I think we talk about that a lot too.
Yeah, and I think that's one of the reasons why a lot of these movies are fucked up, and that's why Mulan came out the way it came out. Because I think I understand it, but it's like I feel like with the original Mulan, I guess a lot of people from China didn't really accept it in a way because of I'm thinking because of the Mushu thing.
Probably. I mean, I was like 8 when that came out, so I don't. I mean,
and we had no internet, so we don't know.
Who knows? Yeah, but I mean, yeah, probably because you could say like, oh, it's stereotypical with the talking spirit and crazy, like it could be like, or you could just do a straight up movie. But
I feel like boundaries fuck up movies though, because I'm watching a movie and they talking about this fucking phoenix. They got the phoenix crest and shit. I was like, it wasn't a phoenix, it was a dragon. Yeah. So over the course of the movie, you keep seeing this phoenix flying around, but only she can see it. Only she could see it. So at the end, the phoenix came up behind her, spread the wings. I'm like, okay, like this nigga can't see that shit. So
it's like tapping up and doing that shit. Yo, bro, you don't see that.
So I'm guessing it's symbolic, but to be honest,
Phoenix rises from the ashes, though.
Yeah, but that's so cheesy though. Like everybody knows
it's a
that
Disney
story.
movie.
I know, everybody's
you just expect the Citizen Kane from a Disney movie.
I'm watching the movie, right? Because one of the things was like they didn't want Namushu in it because they wanted to be more realistic, right?
Yeah, but wasn't there like a flying bird lady?
Yeah, it was a witch. Yeah, okay, so it's like, yo, you just broke your own rules. So why wouldn't you just have the dragon in it? Like, this doesn't make any sense. So I'm watching the movie, and don't get me wrong. Like the beginning to where did it start getting cheesy? It started getting cheesy as soon as she started fighting a witch. As soon as she fought the witch and then got up and shit, that's when it started getting cheesy.
Yeah, because she turned into a bird and was flying around and shit. I think the only thing with maybe with the Mushu stuff is like, it was more like his role was to be strictly comedy, right? So like if you do put that in, I guess that would make the movie less serious. And I think maybe they're trying to make a more serious film. So I do think maybe if they would have included that,
it was goofy parts in that bitch.
Oh, was it?
I
didn't watch it, and I'm not spending $30. They can eat a whole horse dick. I'm not spending $30 for it.
Yeah, I gotta rerun it back.
Maybe because I'm not spending $30 on that fucking film or any. And let me. It's not just because of Mulan. I'm not spending $30 for any film that I can't own. Eat a dick. I'm not spending $30 just to rent the shit on an app that I'm already paying money for.
Right.
Well, I'm not because I got some passcode, but somebody paid money for it.
They gotta think of something. They gotta think of something else. I don't know.
Not $30.
It got to be some sort of plan. It got to be some sort of plan in the near future to where you could just drop something and it makes money. Because how the fuck did... See, this is what I don't get. Like, how... The movie budget was like 200 million, right?
Probably. Some astronomical.
Yeah, so how much did Ogard budget was? How much was Ogard's budget? I don't know how much that was. I don't know how much Extraction was, but for some reason, like, Netflix made his money back. So what is the budget? Is what I'm trying to say.
I think the difference, Netflix operates in a different. They operate differently, I think, which is, I don't know why. I guess why it works because for Netflix, you're right. They don't have ad like there's like, it's not going into movie theaters, so they're not recouping revenue per se.
Yeah,
I think really what it is they just have a giant big ass pot of money and. The thing they want is for you to come to their app and spend money and pay for their service. So in order to do that, they're going to take the money that they accumulated and make products. Right. They make products that force people to come to the app. So they'll put out Ogard, they'll put out Extraction. And these are big buzzworthy, especially now they kind of got a thing going where they're getting high level
ever since Bright.
What was that, Jamie? Yeah,
Bright.
Yeah. So this especially their thing going now, so they get names. Oh, this is on Netflix only.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go to Netflix. Oh, now I at least have your 1 month subscription because you can only re-up for a month. You can't buy like a day worth of Netflix.
Right.
So you got that month, and I think the real trick is that it's just low cost enough that some people might sign up for it forget that they signed up for it and just keep paying for it and not really thinking about it.
It's like Planet
And
Fitness.
now, exactly. And so now they're just making money. They're making money.
Yeah.
So with the movie theater, it's like, oh, we put all this money into or film production. They put all this money into this movie to put in the theater to recoup that money back.
Right.
So it's a little bit of a different type of operating thing. I don't know exactly all the particulars, obviously, because I'm not in that world.
Yeah.
But I do think it's like Netflix is like, hey, we just got money and we just going to use it. And it's like, and then for them, the trick is getting you to subscribe to Netflix. And then if they get that, then they're good.
Yeah.
So.
And this is the thing with to nip a butt on it, the whole Mulan thing, right? A lot of people don't like it because they're comparing it to the original. I suggest you to stop doing that because you can't compete against the classics.
No.
And that's what Disney's doing right now. They're going into classics. Like, what's next? Pocahontas? How you gonna top that?
Are they gonna do Pocahontas? I didn't hear about. I mean, I would. I was gonna say I would be shocked and awed if they actually didn't do Pocahontas.
Yeah, but
you can't do that historically accurate. Because she was like 13, I think.
Oh shit, for real.
He was like, she was young, and he was like a grown man, and he just like took her. And he just like took her. If we talking about like the real Pocahontas, the Disney one is little. Ain't no colors of the wind in that bitch. It's like, nah.
But
colors he took it.
Mulan. I didn't think it was bad.
Yeah,
it was just for it to be like a remake. It's one of the ones that I actually like. Like, it's better than Lion King.
Is it?
In my opinion, it's better than Lion King. It's just that when at a certain point,
not that hard to do, dog.
Yeah, it's just at a certain point, it just starts rushing, and there's no build up or nothing like that. Everything just like falling together. Like I'm trying to remember in school they taught you this. They taught you the beginning, the middle, and I guess the beginning, the climax, and then like just the ending. Like the climax of it. After the climax, with the whole her being herself and shit like that, it started getting real cheesy and everything was moving too fast. But until it got to that point, that shit was good. That shit was good. Now they were doing some Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon shit, like running around. Of course, like when she was little and shit, like she already had the chi. That's what they call it. She already had the chi, but she had to suppress it because she was a woman. They was gonna think that she was a witch or some shit like that, which is kind of real. It's kind of real, but once again, like they kind of breaking their rule, talking about they want to be realistic, but that's not realistic.
Out here running up walls, and nobody's doing the Matrix that at 8.
Like, relax, nigga.
Fucking shadow clones and shit, running around with her and fucking throwing kunai like she fucking.
But all in all, it was cool. It was cool. Yeah. Right. So
did they have the music in there?
Nah, it's not a single.
They have in a course river.
Nah, but they had the instrumental.
Nah. Nah. Yeah. Nah, fuck that. Need the real shit.
Yeah, but go check it out. But don't pay for it. I wouldn't do that. Yeah.
I think in December it'll be on the app full.
Yeah.
So you just wait till December. Obviously, I guess it's nothing to write home about, so it's nothing you necessarily have to rush to go see right now.
What's going? Questions? That's in this segment.
We could do that, but I literally just closed the app like an asshole. Yeah, okay. All right. So this question comes from Robbie Mackey. Shout out to Robbie Mackey. Haven't heard from you in a minute.
Damn. Yeah.
Glad you out here. He in the Discord.
All right.
His question goes. Let's see if I could get through this without fucking it up. We'll see. What's good, my ninjas? It's Robbie, aka the Black Gary Coleman of Pallet Town, aka Robbie the Real Wave God, aka if it's brown, I'm down. What? If it's brown, I'm down.
All right. Brown
women only, dog. That's what I'm saying.
Okay. All right.
Yeah. He's like, he don't do them whites. My question is, if you could do a crossover in anything, what would it be? Me personally, I would love to see my wife and kids crossover with the Parkers. Imagine Kim and Junior in the same room. Keep doing your thing. I look for the new episodes every time. Sidebar, may not be as active as I used to be, but I still see what's going on and just play hide and go seek with Rona at work. Shout out to Robbie. So if you could do a crossover or anything, what would it be?
Cross. That's what anything, right? It don't have to be a team.
Yeah. It doesn't have to be.
I've been fucking with Mugen lately, right?
Oh shit, the crossover god.
And I really love SNK shit. Let me see.
Let me think.
Crossover. Because everything.
I want to do Power Rangers Beetleborgs, even though I think that exists. I think that actually already exists.
Oh, I got Ninja Turtle Street Shark this shit. I want to see that.
Biker Mice from Mars and fucking
SWAT Cats? I don't know.
What's the Ducks? Mighty Ducks.
Oh, Mighty Ducks?
Yeah.
Biker Mice is SWAT Cats.
Or SWAT Cats and SWAT Cats and Road Rovers.
Yeah, I don't even remember that.
You remember Road Rovers?
I gotta see a picture. My brain don't work, man. If I seen a picture of it, I'm like, oh, okay, all right.
I know for a fact you've definitely.
I'm pretty sure I've seen it, but I can't remember most shit.
I know.
It's like what was it? You remember Bumping the Night?
That sounds mad familiar.
It's the shit with the clay.
Will it show up on this?
The nigga was under the
Probably
bed.
not.
Nah, I can't.
Probably not gonna work. It's not gonna work because of the stupid background.
Nah, I can't see it.
Yeah, I know. Fuck it.
But I'm pretty sure I've seen it though.
Oh, you've definitely seen it. It used to come on Cartoon Network.
Yeah.
And it's about these dogs. They was like regular dogs, but then they getting like these suits, and then it would be like superheroes and shit. And they had the one crazy dog like Hannibal Lecter. He's like he has an Lecter with the straight jacket and a little muzzle on him. He's crazy. Just lit.
This sounds so familiar.
Road Rovers.
Oh shit. Damn. Let me see. Transformers and Power Rangers.
Oh, that would be lit.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to say. Oh, or Transformers and Zoids, nigga.
Oh, Zoids. Damn, I forgot about Zoids.
Yeah. No. Zoids and Power Rangers. I don't know what go with Transformers. What are robots is
Gundam Wing.
Yeah,
Gundam Wing and
yeah.
Gundam Wing and Transformers.
Yeah, that should be it.
That should be dope. They come in.
Darkseid?
Deathside would start slicing nigga half.
Sandrock? Was that one of them?
Yeah, Sandrock. Yeah, I think it was Deathside, Sandrock. I think it was the Zero.
Yo, Gundam Wing was the shit. Do they still come out in the movies?
Nah, I mean, Endless Waltz, I think was the last thing they did. And that was like 2000, 2002 or some shit like that.
They made like, they ain't made no, they made a game for like Super Nintendo that I used to kill.
Did they really?
Yeah, Gundam Wing Super Nintendo game. I used to kill that shit.
Now, you know what I want to bring back? Because I like the Dynasty Warriors type games with like other characters, like other franchises. Because obviously I played High Warriors, but they had one for Gundam. That shit was fun. Did. Yeah, I like that shit. I want to bring that shit back.
Yeah, I seen that shit.
Yeah, that shit's flavors.
Let me see. I was definitely thinking about this. A franchise. It had to be a fighting franchise. I fucking love SNK. Like fucking King of Fighters. I fucking love that shit.
SNK Tekken.
Yeah. Yeah, I want to see that. I really wanted to see Tekken Cross Street Fighter 2 with the Tekken system.
Wait, was it the Tekken one they didn't do? I know they did one of them. Yeah,
they did Tekken Cross Street Fighter, but they did it with
the Street Fighter system.
The Street Fighter system. Yeah. But I wanted to see the one with the Tekken system.
Yeah, they were supposed to, I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened with that.
I think around the time Street Fighter went bankrupt, something like that. Remember they had.
That makes sense.
I think they had, because Street Fighter 5 is only for PlayStation, right?
I think like it was. Yeah, it might be on Xbox now, but I think initially, when it first came out, I do think it was.
Yeah, because I guess Sony had to give them some money because they didn't have enough money to make the game. Some wild shit. Because when Street Fighter 4, it was problems with Street Fighter 4 production. But you remember they came out with 8 different versions or something? They came out with Street Fighter,
you're right. Fighter. It still is only on PlayStation.
Yeah, because
and I guess PC.
Yeah, I guess one of the things was they went bankrupt. They didn't have the money. See, they need to reboot Street Fighter. Like straight up, they need to reboot that.
Start over from scratch.
Yeah, because it's getting too wild. Shit, Mortal Kombat did it.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, once I saw that nigga, was it Seth?
Yeah, I was like, what the fuck kind of boss is this?
I was like, yo, dog, what is this?
Yeah, they had one named Gil. Like, this nigga was half red, half blue. I was like, what the fuck is this?
Yeah,
like, this nigga is underwear.
Like, why this nigga got a yin yang on his stomach and he wilded? It was like Street Fighter. It was like a mob boss. Like M. Bison was the wildest thing you're supposed to get, and I was like, yeah, nah, I'm whatever. I'm a god or whatever the fuck they was saying.
I don't fuck with that shit. They need to redo Street Fighter and make it 2D again, because I've been playing Mugen lately. And what they do on that shit, I'm like, yo, this shit is fucking amazing. Like, you know how sometimes when you play like 2D games, sometimes the characters aren't that fluent.
Yeah.
Like I played Street Fighter 3 before. I don't really like how that moves because I came off playing Street Fighter Alpha. Like Street Fighter Alpha is one of the most fluent Street Fighter games that I played. But when you get to Street Fighter 3, it's kind of like they're stiff. Like the dodge is mad, like the dash forward is mad stiff and shit like that. But when you play on Mugen, everything's like so fucking fluent. Yeah, everything's fluent, and like you can chain combos after chain combo.
They tweaked all the other shit, right? And I guess you can build your own, like your own characters and all that shit.
Yeah, like one dude, it's crazy because everything has a community, right? There's a whole community of shit. And I remember back in the day, it was this dude named Potts. What he did, was he made Ryu, Ken, Akuma, right? And he did it in his own system. And everybody loved it so much, so now they just bite off of him. They just steal his codes and just make their own character, just edit it.
Word.
Yeah, that shit cool. Like I would like to see Street Fighter. Who hasn't Street Fighter fought? That's the crazy. Blaze Blue? No, Street Fighter Dragon Ball Z. Nah, that's too powerful. That's too powerful. That's too powerful though. Damn.
Street Fighter Guilty Gear?
Yeah, do that.
Street Fighter Guilty Gear?
Yeah, do that. That'd be ill.
Yeah. I gotta play Guilty Gear again. I used to like that game. I sucked at it, but I used to like it.
He sucked at it.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, I'm bad at fighting. I'm bad at most games, but I'm fucking horrible at fighting games. Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like it don't quite connect the way it needs to. Like it just don't work. Just can't.
Yeah, they try to make it too competitive.
I think maybe it's that quick reflex shit. I just ain't got it, nigga. I just got it like that.
They try to make it too competitive now. Like Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat is like you actually got to know how to play the shit, or if you punch and you get stuck. Oh, Mortal Kombat Tekken.
Yeah, that's why I hate. Yeah. That's why I hate Mortal Kombat because Mortal Kombat. Yeah, because at least with Street Fighter you could kind of like change some shit. With Mortal Kombat, it's like punch, and then he just stops, and it's like and then it's like this don't feel like fun. Yeah. At least with Street Fighter you can like button mash your way to like something.
Mortal Kombat Tekken would be good.
Yeah, that might actually be fun.
Yeah.
What happened to Virtual Fighter? Is that still a thing?
No.
No, it's not. It's done.
Yeah, shit, Dead or Alive is still a thing, sort of.
Oh, Dead or Alive.
Yeah.
Crap about Dead or Alive.
Yeah. That shit was straight.
Yeah.
What's the next one?
That was fun. You want to do another one?
Was it another one?
Nah, because we skipped it because we think we kind of answered that one before.
So we did. All right.
Yeah.
So let's see. Let me open up my shit. Let's see. On to topics.
All
right. The Mandalorian season 2 will release on October 30th.
Word.
Yeah. All time.
Oh, fucking time. Yeah, because Disney hasn't released shit on that app. They haven't put nothing like new like.
Yo, when are they releasing Black Widow?
They have not said yet. There is no date yet. It got pushed back, and then Corona happened, and we don't know quite yet. I think they put Mulan out there as a tester to see what they could try to do and get away with it before they do Black Widow, because I think with Black Widow they definitely gonna really want to recoup their money.
Ah, shit, that shit gonna be.
I think they're really trying to. Or they're just really trying to wait till movie theaters open up again and put that in theaters so they could try to really get their money back for that damn movie.
I mean, they got Tenet out there. They got Tenet out there.
Yeah, Tenet and New Mutants, and I was very curious.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. Damn, you're right.
Watch New Mutants, but then I was like, I kind of don't necessarily want to kill people that I like.
Yeah, niggas don't want to die.
So I want so I want to like be asymptomatic as shit and then like pass it around to people. So I was like, maybe I won't go to the movie.
Yeah, because as much
maybe I will.
Like at work and shit, I'm getting into people's cars and shit. I'm like, I don't. Yeah. There's a good chance that I probably had it. There's a good chance that all of us probably had it, but didn't know it.
Yeah, that's the I haven't been tested, and I don't know if I got the antibody shit. I've felt my version of fine. I haven't really felt
physically fine.
Yeah,
mentally, I don't know.
Yeah, physically. Yeah, well, or not just even physically. I don't know. Like, I'm old and my knee been clacking for like the last 3 weeks, and it's an initiative.
Yo, I sprained my ankle like 2 weeks. Yo, I sprained my ankle like fucking 2 months ago. That shit still ain't right.
Yeah, so it's like, yeah, like I think I'm okay, but I could just be fall. It might just be like a second from just falling all the way apart. I don't know, though. I don't know. But yeah, I haven't felt what I feel like was that kind of sick. Like I haven't felt like that, like that Corona kind of sick.
Yeah. So October 30th. Yeah. That's September. I think okay, that's next month.
Yeah, so it's like 2 months. Yeah, a month. Well, I guess 2 months if you want, because it's the end of the month.
Yeah.
Just in time for Halloween.
Yeah, I'm like,
yeah, hell yeah, I want to see more. Oh yeah, I don't know. I feel bad for y'all with kids and shit. I don't know.
I ain't going nowhere for Halloween. Yeah, so that's good. Let me see what's next.
Oh, didn't mean to do that.
Crunchyroll announces a Shenmue 13 series anime to stream and to air on Adult Swim Toonami. Now, Toonami is getting original content. That's never happened when we was growing up. It was always some borrowed shit. Yeah, yeah, that's kind of cool though. Is Toonami still?
Yeah, there? I don't know. You have to. Yeah, I think so. Just because by the nature of it's like, I think where a lot of kids get introduced into anime.
Yeah,
it's kind of how I got introduced to anime.
Right.
But I know Adult Swim definitely is.
Oh,
I
don't
know about the Toonami actually.
Yeah.
I don't know. You gotta explain Shenmue to me a little bit. Like I know what it is, kind of. I know it exists. I guess it's a big deal. I've never. I think Shenmue? I played maybe 3 minutes. Yeah, I think I played maybe 10 minutes of it.
Damn, you never played Shenmue?
I never got fully into it.
It's a good story.
I'm aware. I know, like it's like some dude. Something happened to his pops, and he's trying to find the killer. I think.
Nigga Landy.
Basically, but then you just like work jobs at the dock or something like.
I didn't play the third one. They said that shit was trash, so I don't want to ruin it.
Yeah,
by playing. But basically, it's about. I never played the first one either, but I ran through the cutscenes. I played the second one. The second one I ran through that shit, but the first one basically what it's about is I think it's some ancient treasure or something like that. I can't remember. Like my mind's a little foggy, but the father had this mirror. Yeah. The father had this mirror that I think he got from killing Landy's father, right? So Landy just rolled up to his fucking dojo and just like murked his ass with his fist. Then his son came in, hit his son, bow, hit him in the chest. He fell, and then he just left. So now the whole story is about it's just about revenge. It's just about revenge because the son is basically going through the same thing Landy went. So it's like a cycle. It's like a cycle. All Landy doing is repeating the cycle. But on every game, this motherfucker always gets away. He always gets away.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's I fuck with the story.
So there's so it's an interesting story. So they're gonna get a 13 episode series. Are they gonna just do the I guess the first game story?
Yeah, it's probably the first game, 13. And that's a lot of. See, that's the thing. That's the thing with some of these games. That if you want to do them, don't do a fucking movie. Just do a series. Like, it makes more sense because you can get way more content. Way more content. So I'm for it, man. Yeah, I'm for it. Yeah, I'll watch that shit.
Yeah, and I know they released.
You see how it looked?
What is it like? Remaster. I saw like one of the images. It looks pretty good.
Yeah, the posters how it looks.
But I know they released the games 1 and 2, like a remaster remake type of thing collection. Yeah. So if you never played them, you can get, because I know they were on the Dreamcast originally.
Yeah.
So I think now you can get them on like the PS4, Xbox. So if you never actually checked them out, you can check them out.
Right.
Maybe I'll do that. Maybe I'll do that before this show comes out. I'm not gonna, but I'll lie and act like I'm gonna.
All right.
We mad shit I be meaning to play, but I never fucking play.
Man, niggas
I still ain't played Last of Us yet.
Yeah, like I ain't played Last of Us 2 yet neither.
Or Ghost of Tsushima. I want to play both of those games.
I played the beginning of it, but
and I want to play it.
Yeah. Let me see. Hey, Tom Cruise, Mr. Scientology,
Ballin, Mr. Ballin, Mr. Ballin.
Yeah, Tom Cruise rents a $700,000 ship to continue filming Mission Impossible 7 amid the pandemic. Now, this isn't gonna save anything. This isn't saving anybody from catching Corona. I understand it, but it's not.
It's not, but it's like, hey, let's buy the ship and then maybe we can still do something, right?
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know how far into filming they were before they had to stop.
Oh, shit, they were filming, weren't they?
Yeah, so it's like maybe they'll use it to start filming, whatever it is. But it's like, he's like, hey, maybe if we get a boat, it's secluded enough that maybe we just keep the whole cast and crew on here. Yeah, if you just keep everybody you need on that boat and make it so they don't have to leave to go anywhere,
boats
then I guess
and
it can get
boats and hoes.
Boats
and that would be yo. You know how funny that would be if Tom Cruise dressed up as that nigga and he was like boats and hoes, boats and hoes. Will Ferrell and shit.
I mean, he might do it. I mean, you saw him in Tropic Thunder. He might be done.
Yeah, had them big ass hands and shit. That shit was funny. I gotta watch that movie again. That might be a Discord movie I gotta watch.
Yeah, that would actually be a good one.
Yeah, that's cool, but
yes, nigga.
Yeah, you had money like that. God damn,
you got it, my nigga.
I just be thinking about the money these motherfuckers be spending. Like, jeez, man, I need that.
700,000. Yeah, me too, dog.
Like, can I please have that shit? Fucking homeless people outside.
For real.
You can make condos and shit, but you spend it on a fucking.
I get 100,000, nigga. I don't even need the whole. I don't even need the whole 7. Let me get 100.
Yeah.
I need 100,000.
Yeah.
100,000 to 100,000.
Right. All right.
Yeah. Shout out to Tom Cruise for having money.
Yeah.
And standing on Apple boxes.
Always. Now, John Boyega says Disney sign lines characters of color. Now. I'm kind of on the fence of this. I see what he's talking about because I definitely seen it. Like me and Domino talked about this when I went on the Domino Effect podcast like the first time, and he was talking about. I kind of wrote it off though. He was talking about how you feel about them finally having a black Jedi. I was like, who?
Yeah,
I was like, yeah. I was like, who? He's like, who? Oh, the Finn. I was like, oh, that nigga got cut down to one slice. He no fucking Jedi. And when I first seen that movie, that kind of made me mad. Because they was playing it up like he was actually a Jedi. And then this motherfucker just got taken down like that. I thought he was the main character.
Yeah, I mean, if you remember, if you look at all the marketing, that's kind of how it was.
Yeah. This nigga was first on the trailer.
He was on the Yeah, he was on the trailer. He was on the poster. It's like all the commercials is him with the helmet all panting crazy.
Yeah,
like because he was whatever. Like they made it seem like it was gonna be him. And then even like when you start watching the film, like there has been an awakening, and then it cuts to or later on it's like Kylo looking at Finn because when they're gonna make the order to kill people, he could sense like you could tell that he senses something from him.
Shit, yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, like so they even in the story they kind of like was like, oh, he might be the one. Then they filmed it, but I get like kind of why they did it so that they could subvert it. Like, oh no, it was Rey the whole time. Well, but that sucks because it's like, why couldn't they both just be fucking Force users? Why do you have to do one? He
did shoot J.J. Abrams some bail. He said it wasn't his fault. Because obviously
it wasn't. Think it was.
No, it wasn't. It was that fuck nigga. What was it?
Rian Johnson.
Yeah, that nigga.
Because because he said, I think because JJ did not plan on coming back to do any of these other films. He only wanted to start it off, and then he was going to go. Yeah. And then I think the stuff with Rian Johnson happened, and then I think the director got fired. I think it was Trevor Navarro. I think was the director who was supposed to do 9, and he got fired for whatever reason. So then he decided to come back, and I think he got saddled with sort of fixing some of the stuff that Rian Johnson chose to do, which is unfortunate. But even it's like, but he has a point because if you look at him. Look at what's a homegirl's name? The Asian girl, I can't remember her name right now. Was it Kelly Marie Tran or something? I apologize, I can't remember her name right now. She kind of got she got super silent.
Yeah, the fans are fucked up. Yeah,
they no fucking people on the internet are the worst human beings, and it's weird because I'm on the internet and I can't quite. I think. I just don't grasp it because it's like this is not shit that I do. Yeah, like I don't harass people like that. It never crosses my mind. Like fucking 2 weeks ago, y'all niggas had the fucking AT&T girl in tears on her fucking Instagram because y'all couldn't just relax. The girl who does the woman, call her girl, whatever. Who does the commercials for AT&T? She was on. She got like sizable titties, like she got big titties, but like I don't know. I was trying to find a good way to say it. I just couldn't. My brain just couldn't find a better, more appropriate way to say that. I apologize if that's offensive, but yeah, she does. So I guess she was on like her Instagram live or whatever she was doing, and all the dudes in there and they just like spamming milk jugs or milk, just throwing her mad milk, and she's there and she's like crying. She's like, dog, like I didn't sign up. Like, could you just not be an asshole? Like, I'm just trying to talk about whatever the fuck she was there to talk about, and all you can see is just milk flying up, jugs, milk. Like, it's like, dog, what is wrong with y'all niggas?
Yeah.
Like, so she, the girl from Star Wars faced not maybe the sexual harassment aspect of it, but I could just know that like dudes and but people in fandoms are just vicious to people for no reason. You didn't like with the it's like when they gave Homegirl for Last of Us 2 death threats because of something that the character did in the game. I'm like, dog, she is just an actor. Like, she's just a voice. She's letting her voice the character. She didn't write the game. She like coded. She didn't do anything. She's like, it's like, hey, say this and say it well so that it's compelling. And goodbye. Like, that's literally what her she contributed to that. Yeah, I got there eventually. Like, so I'm like, dog, like, what's wrong with y'all people? Like, this shit is weird to me because I would never think to do shit like that. If I don't like something, you know what I do? I don't watch it, and then I just keep I keep it moving. I don't find your fucking house and then send you a death threat. I'm like, I didn't like it. It sucks.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's like the whole that's like the whole Candace Patton thing.
Yeah, exactly.
It's like, damn, like
death threats just because she black.
The minute you have a fucking
Iris West is white.
Yeah, like the minute you have a fucking opinion, like it's a problem.
Yeah, and you can not like something and you can be vocal about it, but I do think there's ways to go about it. I think there's difference like, oh, I'm on Twitter and I have my own Twitter account. Oh, damn, I didn't really like this casting. Sucks. To be like, hey, at person, you're a horrible human being. You're a piece of shit and I hope you die because I didn't like what you did. Like, there's levels to it. Like, you can dislike something and be vocal about it.
The crazy thing about it is that I think it's weird that people will boycott something just because they don't like their opinions.
Yeah.
That shit is fucking stupid. Like, now I think about it, it's kind of like, let's say, who makes something that I like? Let's say Ed Boon, for example. I like Mortal Kombat. Let's say if Ed Boon came out and was like, you know, I don't support, like, anything, like abortion or some shit like that. Like, now everybody's all upset and shit. And so what? That has nothing to do with his craft. Like, sometimes you kind of have to, you got to separate the shit because it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense to me. Like, I
agree to a certain extent. I do think it depends on. Well, then I guess it just goes both ways.
It just has nothing to do with your creativity. Like, it's just your personal opinion.
But it depends on what that opinion is. Because if it's a dumbass, like if he's like, oh, if Ed Boon, like, you brought it up, he's like, oh, I hate black people and they're pieces of shit.
Okay, that's different.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, but
that's actually hurting people.
Yeah, fair, and that's his opinion, right? But so like if it was something to
that's hate
a lot, fair. If it was something along the line of that, like I'm the
that's different. But like motherfuckers say, I don't like milk. Okay, something wrong with you, nigga.
Yeah, and like to go into the problem is to some people, like you said, like because you use abortion, like for some people, abortion is that offensive to them, and that would make them not want to fuck with somebody if they was like, nah, I'm cool with it, like whatever. Yeah. So to some people, it's that big of an issue. Not to me, but that's the story.
It's just a choice.
And yeah, and it's not my choice. I do not have I don't have a uterus, my nigga. Yeah. So that's if women was like, hey, sometimes I don't want to have to keep this thing. I sound super reasonable to me, dog, because I wouldn't want something just growing in my body that I didn't necessarily want there, and I have to keep it because somebody else who doesn't know my life said, hey, no, you keep it. And I'm like, no, I don't want
to. Yeah. Well, shout out to John Boyega. Yeah, I always like that nigga. Like Domino said the same. Domino liked the nigga the same way I do because I was watching on my Hot Ones. He was getting on the fans because they was mad because he was at a carnival. He was looking at ass. Like, nigga, this is what I do. Shit, I like it.
Catch on wines, man.
The fuck, shit.
Just catch on wines. Yeah, he Caribbean as shit, dog. Like what the fuck? Like
it is African as hell.
Like he proud of his culture. Never like shied away from that shit. And like so like. So basically, I know we kind of went around about way, but I agree with what he was saying, and I can understand his frustrations, especially with like why the fuck couldn't Finn just be a Jedi? Why couldn't there be two Jedis?
Right.
And you could have, like, why couldn't you have that? And then why couldn't they both have gone to Luke and then Luke still be the grumpy little asshole that he was being, but then decided, like, you know what? Oh, we really need you for the Resistance. And
Yeah.
they still could have done a good chunk of some of that stuff they did and had them both be Jedi. Because the prequels had more Jedis and it didn't hurt nothing. So I don't understand why there could only be one. Like, that would probably be more interesting because he could go off and do something and she could have went off and something. Like how Obi-Wan and Anakin were doing separate shit in their own time and having their own fucking thing.
It was just so much.
And maybe she could have turned at the end, and you could have still had the Palpatine thing, and she could have turned at the end, and maybe he had to kill her.
Yeah,
and they worked together, or something. Or that would have gave the Knights of Ren something to do, just two Jedis, and they could actually be worth something,
right?
Instead of looking cool but not doing shit. Like there's a lot of wasted potential in some of that stuff.
Yeah, he had the best story. He had the best backstory. He came from the First Order. He got out because he ain't like it.
He's like he awoke and his soul awoke. And he's like the Force changed him. And he's like they're walling and like now I want to be a good guy. Yeah, and I'm a Jedi and I stopped and I helped take down the First Order. Like this is
you wasted Phasma.
Girl who's the fucking
they wasted Phasma. Like, come on, man! Like what the fuck? Like, I don't know. That shit was place, but
no, the girl who's Palpatine's granddaughter for some reason now is
they just do that shit. And
now she takes care of things.
I don't even want to revisit.
I know.
Kai love that shit. I like that shit. I was like, nah, that shit was bad. I ain't watching it. I will never watch that shit again. I mean that as serious. I will never. I have no reason to watch that shit. Like if you watch all of them as a saga, the last two movies don't make no fuck. It doesn't make sense, and it could have been something great.
Yeah,
I could have let the Force Awakens slide if they would have did something more with John Boyega in the second one they did, and the third one just leading up to it. But nah, that shit ain't for me. I don't give a fuck. And it's funny because it's a lot of when I went online, I see a lot of Star Wars, dedicated YouTube pages that love this shit. But now they hate this shit, and it's like, yo, like, don't try to change your opinion now. Now that everybody's like, that now more information's coming out of what it should have been, what it's supposed to be. Now you don't like this shit. You gotta hold that. It's kind of like the people who, with the whole Snyder Cut shit, like the whole Snyder Cut shit. At first, when the Justice League first came out, motherfuckers like, oh shit, this is the greatest shit in the world. But now you see that it's a new cut. Now you saying it's trash, and motherfuckers breaking their CDs. Yeah. But before that, you love this shit.
Yeah. I don't know. Yeah, it's fucking it's strange. It's strange, dog.
Yeah. So gaming. Super Mario 3D All-Stars announced. And for Switch, and will include Super Mario 64, which I'm really surprised. 64. Super Mario Sunshine and Galaxy. Now, this surprised me. Super Mario 3D 64. Wait, hold on. Super Mario 3D All-Stars. They had an All-Stars for Super Nintendo. And that was good. Yeah. So I'm guessing it's going to be like that. It's going to be like 3 games. You just slide in. Yeah, you had the special intro and shit like that.
I don't know how they're going to do all that shit. But yeah, that's cool because I think this is the first time 64 Mario has been on anything else, right? That I can think of.
I really hope
Did it come to like Wii U or Switch or anything like that? I don't think so. I mean, Wii U or Wii
64 shit
or GameCube. Did it come? Yeah, the Mario 64.
Nah, it never did.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, so that's cool. It's the 35-year celebration. So I'm like,
damn.
I mean, if I do get it, I'm only getting it for Mario 64 just
right.
for nostalgia.
Right.
I never played Galaxy or Sunshine, even though they're
Sunshine was cool.
Supposed to be really good.
Yeah. But how the fuck? Wait, hold on.
Together.
That's might be a problem because Super Mario Sunshine, they had like sensitive triggers for the water.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to figure out the Switch don't have sensitive triggers.
Was it motion controlled? It was motion controlled too, right?
I think it was. What was it? Or was that Galaxy?
Yeah, because I think that was on Wii, I believe. Don't quote me.
How the fuck they gonna do
this? It's definitely Galaxies was on like the Wii or Wii U, so I remember Galaxy. No,
Sunshine was
GameCube. I'm sure obviously
Sunshine was GameCube.
GameCube. Okay. All right,
and the thing is, how the fuck they gonna do the water pressure when the triggers were sensitive on the GameCube? That's what I'm trying to figure out. Like this.
I'm sure they figured something out. They wouldn't be releasing it if they have some type of idea of what they was gonna do. I don't know what they're gonna do. I never, again, like I said, I never played Sunshine, so I have no idea.
Yeah, I'm just happy.
But everyone
64.
heard talk about Sunshine. Yeah, me too. That's really all I care about. But everyone I've ever heard talk about Sunshine really enjoys Sunshine. So
yeah,
I'm like, I'll check it out if I actually buy this.
Clean up dirt. But
yeah, get rid of graffiti.
Yeah, so Prince of Persia remake rumored to come at Ubisoft Forward event. So Ubisoft is having an event, most likely it's gonna be online. Prince of Persia.
Yeah, I mean, everything
this
online
is what
right
people
now.
wanted, right? Guessing.
Yeah, I mean, I was looking at the article and I hadn't realized it. I think the last Prince of Persia game came out in like 2010.
Damn.
I think the last one was like a tie-in to the movie that came out when it came out. So that's like the last Prince of Persia
that Disney
game
shit. I gotta rewatch that.
Yeah, so I like Prince of Persia games. I like the Sands of Times, I believe was the first one. That shit was fun. Like, and then I like the
cell shaded shit,
like the claw. Yeah, the cell shaded when you had the claw hand thing. You could use the grip on the walls and shit.
Right.
I like that. I was like, this is pretty good. I'm excited for another Prince of Persia game. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be like a reboot, remake, remaster, restart type of shit, probably.
Yeah,
it's cool. I'm gonna rewind time and redo things. I'm with it.
Rewind time. All right. Let's see. CD Projekt Red has spent over 120 million in developing. Why you shake your head?
That's a lot of fucking
developing
money,
Cyberpunk 2077. I mean, it ain't like they're not gonna make it back.
Well, let's hope so. See, $80. See, that's what we're talking about.
Oh, see,
most AAA games, that's probably like what their budget is. So it's like, yeah, this is why you get microtransactions. This is why you get all this games and service shit, because that's how much it costs to make a game. Some of them probably cost more than that, so they got to make that money back somehow. So,
wait, how do you feel about
plus
them having like $70 games eventually? It's coming.
I've said it on the show before. Like, do I want to spend that money?
Nope.
No. Yes, $70 is a lot of fucking money for video games.
Yeah,
and video games are just a hobby thing. But I understand why they would have to do that, because it does like I was saying before, like the cost to make the games are going higher and higher and higher. People want, you expect so much out of your game. You want this high quality graphics. You want it to look the greatest. You want it to do all the shit, and it costs money. But the price for the games haven't really gone up in a significant way in a very long time. So it is coming. Do I want to spend $70? No, it's like damn near $100 for one fucking game. No, I don't want to spend that kind of fucking money, but I understand why they do it.
Gotta have the big Game Pass.
Yeah, I think so. That's why Game Pass is such a great deal once they actually get the shit really working.
Yeah,
I mean it's really working, but once they get the Xbox out there and they actually get some actual not old games on there, get some new shit that's like really exciting for people to have. It's like pay for Game Pass and you got the game already, and that's it. You day and date for a lot of the shit. That's why I'm like, Xbox, they don't have the exclusive and you can hit them with that. Yeah, but Game Pass is such a fucking bang for your buck value thing that like you gotta at least let that consider in the back of your mind. Like, like if I get the PS5, I gotta spend the $500 for the PlayStation plus however much it is for the fucking PlayStation Plus. Then spend another $60, $70, $80 on any game I want. Xbox, I buy the Xbox, I pay the $15 for the Game Pass, and I get my gold and I get whatever games they have up there. A library of like over 100 games.
I was reluctant until I actually thought about it. I was like,
I know.
It's just sitting there. I was home. I was just sitting there. I was like, what was it? I think it was something I wanted to play. I think it was Streets of Rage. It was Streets of Rage. I was like, it's right there. I don't want to pay like $30. I just drop this 15. But then they had a deal. They had a deal when you sign up for like $1. I was like, $1 and I can play this shit? Yeah. You got me. So just upgrade it. Yeah. And now I got fucking Game Pass Ultimate.
Yeah, it's a great value. It's like, I'm telling you, like if you don't have it, you should get it. Like you're they might not necessarily have a whole bunch of stuff that you personally really want to play. I can understand with that, but like going forward though,
Yeah.
like Series X is like I think that's what they've been slowly prepping it for. Once Series X is really off and kicking it because they said like a lot of that whatever that last Xbox conference they had is like I think every game or damn near every game that they showed was day and date on Game Pass.
Yeah.
Like so that's 10, 15, 20, 30. So if you saw anything up there that you liked or was even interested in, it's like, oh, it's up there and you're not really spending any extra money. So you can dabble in it like, oh, I really like this. And again, Game Pass is like a Netflix service, so stuff will
I think we mentioned that before.
On and off.
We mentioned that before where it was leading to that. This was like a while back. I wish I could fucking go back and look at all these episodes and just figure out where it's at. We had some flashback
You can,
episodes.
but it's 105 episodes, at least an hour each. So that's like at least 105 hours. But some of them is like 3 hour long episodes. It's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot.
But how do you think? How big do you think Cyberpunk gonna be really? Because it's like the most anticipated game, I guess. I'm guessing
if it's done well and it's CG product, right? So I don't CD product, right? I don't predict them to make a bad game. They've done pretty well so far with the Witcher stuff. This is different than the Witcher. I mean, if it's good, I think it's gonna be probably game of the year, right? Or at least a contender for it. Like, I've been trying to go kind of radio silent on it because I don't want to see too much. This is one of those games where it's like I'm probably just buy it. They kind of got me, so I'm probably buying it regardless. So I try to not.
They pushed the release date back.
Look into it too much. Yeah, I mean, Corona fucked everything up, right?
Yeah, is that and they pushed it back because they said the melee combat. They said the melee combat wasn't where they wanted to be. I was like, all right, take all the time you want. I want some contenders.
And I respect that. Yeah, and I respect that.
I'm fine with it.
I think they pushed it back to try to not do the crunch thing because crunch is it's a very big deal in the games thing, and it's very like it's shitty. Where it's like mandatory 80, 90 hour work weeks. And I don't know if they're actually really getting super compensated for that. And it's like they're putting a lot of pressure on people. And a lot of games do it, unfortunately. But I think there's been a light that's been shined on it. So I think a lot of them are trying to just steer away from doing it. So I think that's also part. And then you add Corona on top of that where like you're not even in the office. So it probably is like, we might need more time than we normally would have needed to kind of get this going right. Yeah. And then also, hopefully they want to ship out a complete good fucking quality.
With no patches, goddammit.
That you're not patching, Even though I'm sure there'll be some type of patch just because that's just the nature of the world we live in.
Yeah.
But it's different like if the patch is like basically the whole game.
Right. How's Jump Force doing?
I don't know, nigga. I played maybe 3 matches of that shit the day I got it, and then I was like, I'm good. I was
the loading on that was so fucking ridiculous. I was like, I'm waiting like 30 seconds to a minute just to play a match, just a rematch, just a rematch. I'm like, just to go from like a zone to zone. It's like, I'm like, I'm done. I'm done with that shit. I thought that was gonna be like some of the. I think that's the biggest letdown. Because that shit was so hyped up. I think that
because it was like, all your favorite like shonen characters in one game. And then it's like, I don't know if they fixed it. I haven't gone back. Maybe I'll try to download it again and see.
It's the thing with that too. Like, I understand you YouTubers got to make money, but goddamn, like at the expense of what? Like your integrity is going down. Like, come on, man. We see the game is trash.
YouTube?
Yeah, like you got. I understand you like anime, but no anime in the world would make me love that fucking game.
I'm not. Well, I think you got to be. I think, and when we talked about, I said like, listen, if you really like these characters and you really like just want to play with these characters as you like them, I think get the game for that. But like in terms of the game, it's not a good game. But that's kind of what you come to expect with some of this stuff. Like if you're a fan of that franchise, you might actually really like it, and if you're willing to like overlook some of the fucking horrible problems. But as a game as a whole, this ain't it, Chief.
Yeah, it's kind of like how I feel about Dragon Ball Z. I kind of took a backseat to that shit. I didn't buy Dragon Ball Kakarot. I'm not buying that shit if it's like Xenoverse.
Yeah, I don't even know what. I know it's an RPG. I didn't buy that shit either, and I was like, but whatever. I'm not missing out. I don't think.
Yeah. Speaking of games,
oh shit,
shouldn't buy. Madden 21 players demand the NFL drop EA over glitchy launch. Now, see?
Yeah,
I'm not paying $60 for fucking like a roster update and some DLC content. I'm not doing it.
Yeah, I'm not a football fan.
Yeah,
I'm not a Madden fan. But it's the same thing I think with NBA 2K too. Like, it's.
Oh, I heard some shit about that too.
It's the unfortunate. Yeah, it's the unfortunate shit where it's like they make the game that comes out every year, so they have 6 to 7 months to try to make whatever the fuck they're gonna make. Right? Most video games take at least 2 to 3, 4, maybe 5 years. I think GTA was like 6 years. Like,
yeah.
So like you have a very small window to make quote unquote new game.
Yeah.
And they're fucking jipping on niggas. They're like duping on niggas. It's like this is the same game we had last year. Like, that's why the reason why I think the thing that works with Call of Duty, or works quote unquote with Call of Duty, is that they have three separate studios.
Right.
So they each have that 3-year window to make their game.
Like, just do that.
That's why even with Call of Duty, they come out every year, but they're not made by the same company. That's why you don't really hear necessarily like they're super buggy, or it's like you might not necessarily like this version of the game, but I haven't really heard a whole lot of like complaints about the quality of the game.
Yeah, the only thing you'll probably get from Call of Duty is like the guns need to be buffed. That's about it.
Yeah.
Other than that, is the game is pretty much good. The story, depending on what it is, the story is always good. It's always consistent. But nah, I'm not. This is actually one of the reasons that made me stop buying sports games. This is one of the reasons why I don't buy WWE anymore, because it's just been the same shit. And it got to the point where I think I stopped at 2K14. I stopped because they kept taking. Because I used to play my boys, they kept taking modes out that was online that was actually good. Like, they had, what did they have? I think they had 6-man elimination matches in the cage. They took that shit out and had some other shit. I'm like, oh, like, you just made the game worse, especially online. So
they're gonna make a DLC that you gotta pay for.
Yeah, like
that's probably what they're trying to figure out how to do.
It was just wild. I was like, you know what? I'm not buying that no more. Is it the same thing with Dragon Ball Z? I'm not buying Dragon Ball Z. I already have Fighters. I play that. I already have Xenoverse. Xenoverse is still good. I'm not buying Dragon Ball Kakarot if it's the same thing. Are you just gonna keep milking it out? It's the same. It's the same thing with fucking Naruto, the Ninja Storm shit. It just kept being the same shit after a while. Like, it's like how many times
Well, that was a little different. I mean, I guess it's not, because you could just make DLC, but really they was just updating the roster.
Yeah.
And then maybe progressing the story.
Yeah.
But I guess that could also have just been DLC. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about while I was saying it. Like, yeah, that could all probably just been DLC. Yeah. It's like, no, you could have just, I'd have just paid $20 for all that and just kept it moving.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you're not buying Madden? You're not gonna support?
I'm not doing that. Like, not doing that. $60. Like, no.
You want to see Tom Brady on the Buccaneers?
No, I'm not doing that. I always thought that shit was stupid. Like, why are you playing for a roster update? And
why don't they just do some shit like that?
Yo, and you got that'll be like, matter of fact, that's the same thing fucking Street Fighter does. Yeah. It's the same thing. You got Street Fighter, you got Street Fighter 4, then you have Super Street Fighter, then you have Ultimate Street Fighter.
Oh, yeah, true.
Like, what are you doing? Like, you could have just had a patch, then just had the characters DLC. Like, why do I have to pay like fucking $30-$40 again? Why do I have to pay $60 again? Like, it just doesn't make any sense. Like, people, and it's in the midst of a fucking pandemic. Like, people don't have money like that. Like, goddamn.
Yeah, so if I'm gonna spend this $60 on this game, I would hope that it's fucking worth the money and it works.
Yeah, that's why with the whole that's why with the whole cosmetic argument we was having with Davide. I was like, yo, but you buy fucking like 2K every year. Like, what's the difference?
Yeah.
At least with the cosmetics, you ain't get snaked.
Yeah, like, and again, it's like it don't make sense, because like I think that, like, for that argument, I think that works with certain games. I don't know if it works for every game, because if it's just pay to have an advantage over other people, and you're the other person, like, you don't have the money to spend on that, like, that makes the game not fun. Like, if I could just buy should just be better than you.
Yeah, that's not fun.
Then
that's not fun.
That's not fair. Yeah, it's not fun for you. Like, so if I don't have money and everybody I'm running against has money and they're just spending money to get the shit, and it's like, damn.
Yeah, that's like,
what's the point of
let's say it's people who actually like grinding, and you're just in the game, and this motherfucker got like some rare gear at fucking level 1. It's like, come on, I gotta fight you.
Yeah,
jeez, man.
And I can't kill him.
Yeah,
I can't kill him with this regular ass gun I got. Because
I don't like that.
Yeah, so like certain games, I'm sure there's like certain games where it works, but yeah, I prefer if they're gonna do it, just make it cosmetic things and make it, and I mean that way it's your choice. You don't have to buy it, and like it doesn't affect the gameplay in any way, so no one has an advantage over you on anything.
Yeah.
It's just that they might look cooler than you look in the game, which is like whatever. That's a personal thing.
Right.
I prefer that they keep it to the cosmetic stuff.
They do that sometimes. Sometimes it works. Like mass multiplayer online games, that shit works. Like DC Universe, they got some shit where they'll automatically upgrade you, but they do that for a reason, so you can play like I think they got the Suicide Squad shit going on right now. The Birds of Prey shit. Yeah, but it's for a reason. Yeah, but you're not.
Yeah, and you're not like playing against other.
No, you're not doing that. They're not doing that. They not give you upgrades for that. They give you upgrades for like NPCs. Them niggas like fuck them up. Yeah, all you want.
So that's player versus environment, not player versus player. Like if it's player versus player, then maybe that might be a problem.
That's something else.
It's just so you can. It's just making it so that you can traverse through the story and do shit easier without having to stress about it. That's different. Again, in certain games it works. It's different,
and you don't have to pay for it. Everybody just gets that automatically. Just so they can upgrade. So it actually works.
Maybe I might download that shit.
Yeah, so it actually works. Let's see what's next. AT&T is looking forward to keeping WB's video game unit. Of course they are, because they see the money in it now.
I guess it's making them money. I don't know what the fuck. I have AT&T, so I'm a little scared. Am I gonna lose my like phone service? And niggas like, are they like hemorrhaging money? They're trying to sell every fucking thing. That's crazy, especially now with Corona. But yeah, I guess the games are profitable, so it's like, we'll keep this.
Like, who's at the head of that? Who the fuck thought about selling it?
I think they just need to sell. They just need to sell shit. I think they broke or
but that would have been dumb.
Money or something.
Been dumb as fuck.
It's not dumb if you poor, nigga. If you broke, you gotta sell everything. You
in the long run, it is because
you selling TV, you selling the VCR. Well, yeah, because you're gonna need the TV again eventually. I mean, so you gotta buy the TV again, and yeah, you're gonna need that VCR. Well, nobody uses VCR, but yeah, you're gonna need the shit again eventually. Yes, I understand that point. But when you're in the middle of it,
but the business model of it, because to be fair, like games are making more money than movies.
Yeah, it's the most profitable entertainment thing in the world right now.
Yeah,
I think that's also probably why they want to keep it, because then again, if they can get a games as a service games, which I think the Suicide Squad game is gonna be something like that. I think, don't quote me, but like there's a way to have continuous recouping income, right? Like if they can get something out there that's like Destiny or whatever.
It's RPG, right? Suicide Squad?
Gotham Knights.
No, that's Gotham Knights. Okay.
Yeah, Gotham Knights is an RPG. The other one, I'm not. It's like a 4-player, whatever the fuck.
I'm pretty sure Suicide Squad would have DLC.
Oh yeah, everything has DLC.
But don't get me wrong. Like Rocksteady, when it comes to DLC, they gave you a lot of shit with that last Batman. They gave you like almost 2 years worth of shit.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so they're gonna support the game for a long time.
They gave you so many goddamn skins. I was like, damn, look at all these fucking Batman skins.
Yeah, and with Suicide Squad, they could just like add characters and characters, because I'm sure it's mad. Like it's like Bronze Tiger. They could put fucking Killer Croc. Like it's mad just doing it.
That's like what we was talking about. What was it? We were talking about Marvel's Avengers. Like when it first dropped, and we were looking at Captain America's suit, and I was like, I'm pretty sure they're gonna have some skins. They're not gonna drop this game without skins. Like they're going to do it. They've done that with every fucking Marvel game possible. Like there's always been some skins, and you might have like the fucking Steve Rogers first Captain America suit. Yeah. Second one, the Civil War suit.
They have
Endgame suit.
Old man Steve. They have all that shit. Yeah. If
Steve with the beard.
If it's just a comment, they'll probably put.
Might have Chris Evans in that bitch. I don't know.
Put all that shit. Yeah, I mean they tried to get as close as they could.
Right.
I don't know if he wanted to sign his likeness. I mean, maybe he did already. Who knows? Who knows what them deals?
I know Samuel Jackson did.
He
with a stipulation.
Signed his likeness.
Yeah, with a stipulation. Like he gets to be in the movies. That's
okay.
That's how he started that shit.
there.
He said he looking at that comic book.
Oh,
He was like, wait, hold up.
Fury?
They look like me. That's me. I was like, all right, y'all gotta have my likeness, but you gotta put me in a movie when you make it.
But if you make this movie, yeah, I'm going to be Nick Fury, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Motherfuckers.
All right, so PlayStation 5 backwards compatibility would only work for PS4. Ubisoft confirms. I'll take it. I'll take that shit.
I did. Yeah, it sucks, but I saw, because I was looking at the article. Mm-hmm. They did update the article, I guess.
Oh shit.
It was like in a Ubisoft FAQ or somewhere. That's where that information was posted.
Yeah.
Basically, they got rid of the wording where it said only backwards compatible for like PS4 only. So to make it ambiguous, I still think it's probably. I think it really is only backwards compatible with PS4. They just didn't want that message out there just yet. That's what I think. I think it was like, nah, we don't want nobody to know about that yet. We're just gonna sneak it in, like real quiet.
I'm fine with it. Like shit, it's something. I don't have to give away my shit, just like the last time. I don't know.
Yeah, no, I'm down with it.
But, yeah, what's the? Is PlayStation Now still a thing?
I mean, kind of, but no. It's like no, kind of, but no.
I was looking at that shit. I was thinking about getting it.
No, don't. I think, yeah, it's one of the things where like. It was too ahead of its time.
Wait, hold on.
I don't think our internet is right.
Was it Microsoft and Sony supposed to link up to do this Game Pass thing so they both can have it and get Stadia out of this shit?
Well, I don't know if I don't know if it was Game Pass per se, but they were working on like I think
multiple screens.
The stream, well, like the streaming.
Oh, the streaming game,
type of thing.
You don't have to download it.
But I mean, yeah, but I don't think they have a product yet. They just started it. Probably gonna be a few years before they have anything tangible. Probably.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what PlayStation Now was. It's like streaming. I think now you can download them. Yeah, I think at first it was definitely a streaming thing where you would stream it. That's how he was able to play the older games on the PlayStation because it was like a stream versus like a download.
Yeah.
But it just didn't work great because it's like a latency issue where it's like you press the button and the thing happens way after the fact. So it's like, I mean, and again, maybe they fixed it. I never really used it, but I heard it wasn't the greatest. And I'm sure and also the titles they had up there wasn't the greatest either. I think it was like sparse. But I do think they worked on it and fixed it. But I'm sure by the time PS5, they'll probably have like a new and improved PlayStation Now that they'll probably push on that platform.
Yeah.
I'm sure they've been working on it in the background because I'm sure they see what Game Pass does and they want something that's similar. Or that's maybe they can't compete necessarily, but their own version of it to some extent, I'm sure.
Yeah, Game Pass. This is the thing about the whole technology thing. Microsoft be having the best ideas. It's just that they spring it on us at the wrong time.
Yeah. Sometimes.
It's like the whole.
I don't know. Maybe it's the right time. We'll see. I don't know.
It's like the whole digital thing. They wanted to go. Didn't they want to go digital last generation? But it just didn't happen. But now they got digital fucking consoles.
Yeah,
now.
the wording was.
PlayStation.
So yeah, you're right. There was a little ahead of the curve.
Yeah.
But the funny thing is, your Xbox is on all the time.
Right?
Your PlayStation is on all the time, kind of like you download shit in the background, and like I think the wording on it was not great, and messaging just didn't come off great. But yeah, we got there quietly and secretly. I think
right now,
I think it might have been better. Yeah, just don't say nothing about it and just do it, and they'll be all right with it.
Right, just have a disclaimer when they click EULA.
Yeah,
when they click that.
I mean, and now and fucking you're right. Like they're putting out consoles without disk drives in them because everything's digital. Like it's going to like a digital, and which is the future we're going to. Like most people stream movies now. Nobody has DVD collections anymore.
Nah, it's just I see what YouTube is doing. You know that fucking ad border in the middle. That shit. And
I fucking hate YouTube.
What was that? I think it was NBA 2K. They had you buy the game for a cheaper price, but then they had ads in it. I really don't want my games to have ads. Yeah, I really don't want my games to have ads in it. I don't want no ad in it.
Probably gonna happen. I mean, it probably happens now. We just don't know it. It probably actually happens now. We just don't. It's not super egregious, so we don't really recognize it.
Yeah, they actually had ads.
I'm sure it happens.
And then the ads that go off of what you say.
Right, Sprite.
Yeah.
Oh, they had ads like that. Lit.
No, they didn't, but like it could get to that because your phone is definitely.
Oh yeah, listen. Oh no, that nigga listens.
Yeah.
That nigga listens to other people. Cause
Yeah.
I can. Well, I mean, everybody has that horror story where it's like, hey, somebody mentioned something one time once, and I go on Facebook and now I got ads for the shit. I'm like, dog, I didn't even search this. Like, I didn't even look it up.
Start talking about babies. All of a sudden, like Gerber come up. Like, what the fuck? Like, I ain't talking about that.
Yeah, I don't even got kids, nigga. Right. My friend was talking about his kids.
Yeah, Planned Parenthood come up.
My friend was talking about his kids.
What is this?
Like, yeah. It's crazy.
Man. That shit always happens. I don't like the future. Well, now
it's scary.
Speaking of the future, I told you this shit wasn't gonna last long. NVIDIA RTX 3000 series 8K graphics card. You seen it? I seen everybody was going in the fucking frenzy.
I saw
crazy.
Yeah, I saw that. Yeah.
Motherfuckers was hitting me up
crazy.
like,
That's
hey,
a
what do you think about I told you this shit wasn't gonna last.
What kind of computer do you put that in? Because that shit looks fucking huge.
It is huge. It is huge.
Like, what kind of computer do you put that motherfucker in?
I don't think it can fit in mine. I might have to find a bigger one.
No, that shit looked like this. It looked like damn near the size of a monitor, like of a tower type. It was like,
yeah. I was talking
like, yeah. I got 8K, and that shit was like $1,000 or some wild shit.
Yeah, I was talking to Domino. He said
$1,500.
He said he seen it.
I don't need graphics to be that good, nigga.
Yeah, Domino's like he said he seen it at like $600. I was like, nah, there's no way that shit is $600.
No way.
It's like it's 3 different versions. And the top tier one is the 8K shit. That shit is like $1,500. I was like, God damn, hell no, I ain't buying that shit. But it makes the
you're not, but somebody got to.
Yeah, it makes the 2080 versions cheaper if it's that much.
Because that was the new shit. So the other stuff.
Yeah, the other ones will be getting. Okay. But I think it was I forgot who asked me this. I think it was Brown around in the Discord. He asked me what did I think about it. I said honestly, there's no reason to buy 8K. Like nobody's playing anything on 8K. Like you'll be so fucking ahead. You'll be so ahead of the pack. Like you'll be the lone nigga on the fucking hill. Like you just be on the mountain just by yourself. Just it's the same way I feel about 8K TVs. Why are you buying an 8K TV? Like they don't even have 8K movies like that yet. They don't have 8K streaming. They can barely stably stream 4K. Like why would you buy that?
You gotta look to the future, my nigga.
Yeah, but it's too early. It's way too early.
You gotta be Elon Musk in these streets.
Well, have a spaceship already. Everybody fucking
it gotta be in the future now.
Private jets and shit. This nigga got a fucking Millennium Falcon.
Yeah, gotta be on Mars and have tunnels underneath the cities, nigga. You gotta be on the future, nigga.
Oh, you wearing pants? Man, I could pee in my suit. Yo, what was that?
You
was
still
that Family
peeing?
Guy? Was that Family Guy? When Quagmire peed in the suit? Was that it? He's like, wait. All right. Oh, I got AIDS again.
Oh, and he zapped it away.
What's that?
Oh, in the future?
Yeah. That's nasty, dude.
You still peeing? I got robots in my bladder that take care of that shit.
Not nano.
I got bladder robots. Yeah, I got nanobots to take care of my.
Oh shit!
You fucking subhumans still having bodily functions. How dare you?
Crazy. Nah, but all seriousness, it's way too early for that shit. And I told people when that fucking PlayStation dropped with that SSD, I said, yo, that shit ain't gonna last long. Like it's cool, I understand, but I really wish people would stop trying to compete with the stop competing the PC with the console. Like it's not even fair. You can't upgrade. It's not meant
to be.
Yeah, you can't upgrade no goddamn console.
Well, I don't know.
You can't unless you can upgrade a console. Then I understand.
I don't know that Series X looks like a tower or something. I don't know.
Yeah, dude.
What if they make it so that you can switch out components? I don't know. They might be thinking about that. Who knows?
That shit would be crazy. If you
yeah, technology moves fast.
Yeah, man,
fast.
I don't know. Like it's just one of those things. But yeah, as far as the RTX thing, that shit.
Look crazy.
The hell you want to see my atoms?
I mean, I'm not buying it. Yeah, you can see all the particles. You're gonna see. We'll see every hair follicle move in the wind, like it's gonna be fucking lit, dog.
Yeah, but it's not worth buying. Like it's cool, but nah, man. Like you don't need that.
If you got the money for it, I guess.
Yeah, like don't get me wrong. If I had the money, I'll buy it just to buy it. But It's like it's one of those things like if you buy that shit, you'll probably like bottleneck a processor or some shit like that. You know what bottlenecking is?
No, I have no. I
okay,
don't
like this is what it is simply like.
Fucking...
Like, because a lot of people when I be listening to them, they be saying that
I can't read. Do you think I know what bottlenecking is?
But yeah, with the shit, a lot of these PC YouTube pages and shit like that, they'll say that shit but won't explain it. Basically, what it is, all right, let's say you got that fucking big ass fucking graphics card, right? And you have like a mid tier processor. Like a bottleneck is just think of a funnel, right? And you pouring gallons of water in it. Like when you pour the gallon of water in it, it's not going to go away. It's going to overflow. So the bottleneck, let's say the graphics card is open like that, but the bottleneck, your processor is going like that. So that's why they call it bottlenecking. Yeah. So
too much information.
Yeah, all that information it can't process fast enough. So like let's say you had a PC and you look at the data that's going on. Basically, what'll go on, your graphics card is working like at 50%, but your processor is working at 90%. That's a fucking bottleneck. Yeah,
because it can't process fast enough. Inside your fucking shit, fucking on fire, trying to.
So that's what it is, and they'll end up like shutting down your program or some shit like that.
Yeah. So fucking melt your whole shit up.
Right. So that's what a bottleneck is. That's what happens. So if you buy that shit, obviously you're gonna have to upgrade your graphics card, which is gonna be more money. You're gonna end up spending like $2,000. And who wants to do that?
You gotta do the RAM. You gotta do the fucking mother. We gotta probably do everything. Like I figure if you're buying that, you're not using that to like upgrade. You're probably starting fresh on something. If you're buying that $1,500 big ass graphics card, you're not gonna buy that and just plug it into your shit. You're like making a whole new monster beast.
Oh hell no, that shit. That's too much power.
You making a PC that God got to make
like,
people.
What the fuck are you doing with that? Said PC
that's
that God got.
That's what God got to make people with.
Nah, shit, that's AI in your fucking computer. This nigga, what the fuck? God damn, nah, you don't need that. So, DC Marvel news. Ray Fisher says he's unhappy with the Flash script. Now you know, about this. You want to explain it?
Yes. Yeah. So, again, the bit of information I have is like, I guess the original script that they gave him for Flash, the Flash movie, Cyborg's character was supposed to have a bigger role in it. I think it was supposed to be like a buddy cop type of thing. And obviously they went through mad directors and script rewrites. And I think whatever the final product they have at the moment that I guess they're probably going to go forward with, I think the character's role has been way diminished. And I think he's not super happy about that, which is understandable. Cause it's like, I think he feels like, and I think it's coming off as they sold him the dream. Yeah. Because I think again he's got this whole thing with Joss Whedon.
They treat him like the side bitch.
Yeah, pretty much. I think because like again when we were talking about, if you look at even some of the those little bit of clips they put out for the Snyder Cut thing, there's different scenes with Cyborg. I think they sold him on the character having a bigger role in that film, and then once Joss Whedon came in, he kind of rewrote things and like truncated his role. And I think that so you do that. And you couple on top of the fact that even in the Flash script, he's supposed to have a way bigger role, and then now they probably shrunk that down. Yeah. I think he's feeling kind of like, y'all sold me a dream. Like you told me I was going to have this character's going to do all these things. It's probably going to have this arc, this emotional arc. I was going to have a chance to like do all his actoring and shit, and probably like be like, like I'm sure they like sold him like he'd have a chance to do a whole lot, and then ended up not doing a whole lot. And
he hasn't been in anything else recently since then. No, like, God,
I don't. Damn. I think when we looked it up the last time, we were talking about.
And he's not even complaining. That's the crazy thing.
He's not complaining about not working now. He's just complaining about fucking Joss Whedon and Jeff Johns right now. I guess they treated him like shit. I don't know all the particulars. I'm gonna wait and see what happens with that before I.
There was one thing that came up with that. WB said that he didn't present any evidence of it, and I guess he got on a Zoom with the investigator, the WB investigator, and he was like, "Nah, I'm not investigating with y'all. Like y'all the corporation." Which is fair. I understand. That's kind of like if you were negotiating a contract for a movie and they gave you their lawyer. Like,
that's how most of these music contracts go. That's why these niggas get fucked.
Yeah, man.
It's
so
like,
we already know that is.
Here's a contract. Oh, you need a lawyer? Use this guy. Not knowing that fucking lawyer is owned by them. They're gonna definitely
right.
They're gonna negotiate more favorable to the fucking record company because that's their lawyer. Like they work for a nigga. Like, but when you're fresh out the cut, you're like, oh, I just got a deal. They say you're the lawyer. He seems cool, and you don't know. That's how all these niggas get fucked like that.
Like I'm not gonna front. He going hard to the point where like you might as well just cut your losses at this point because whoever's in power, I don't think they're gonna give you a job acting like that. And it's not like I'm not in support with him. I'm in support with him, but I just see it from the other side too. Like they're not gonna give you a job, man. Not like that. You're way too problematic, like which is kind of fucked up to say, but
yeah, that's why I was like, I want to wait and see where this Joss Whedon thing goes or what I hear from it, just because I know, like we were saying before we started the actual show, was like I want to ride with him because I feel like, yeah, if they treated you like shit, be vocal about that, but it could seem like he's coming off as like a complainer, but I don't know. I'm not there, and I don't want to just automatically label him with that because if he might have some real legitimate shit that really happened, and it's like, oh, you complain about that thing, now you complain about a role that for a film that's not even really your character's film. So it's like, yeah, but then again, if they're doing something that you don't like, you should probably stand up for yourself too, right? Like
there is evidence of it. There is evidence because it's kind of like the whole Ben Affleck thing, right? Like how he said, like the production was so fucking grueling. Like I was about to start drinking again. Like
yeah,
if it's that bad, I mean,
yeah, something happened. Like I don't know, something.
Now this is the star. This is a star. This is an A-list celebrity. Now if it's happening to him, it's not. I can believe that it happened to him.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Shit is crazy, though.
Yeah, like shit. Good luck with that. Good luck with that shit. Like, cause you're going against the.
Yeah, hopefully it gets worked out. I mean, it sucks. I think, obviously, I think they just went in for the last thing, I think they really just went in a different direction, and that it wasn't like, sorry, they just went in a different direction, and he went. Nah, my sister texted me. He went in a different direction, and I think his character kind of got the axe on him.
Yeah. All right, so. Robert Pattinson has contracted corona, halting the Batman production for like the second time?
Yeah, not Batman, no.
I don't know when this shit comes.
The Batman got the bat disease.
Now I'm pretty sure it's not just him that has that shit.
Oh yeah, no.
Yeah, but I mean, like whoever else has it, and they gotta sit down for like 12 days? Something like that?
It's like 12 to 14 at least.
Yeah, I don't know how fast the tests are, but whoever doesn't
he got
have
money.
It,
he got money. The test is fast.
Yeah. I'm just talking about whoever doesn't have it. I guess they could still film like Catwoman. Like they could probably still film their scenes with shit.
I don't think they would do it. I think they don't want to risk it because, like you said, because if the star got it and you don't know where, and it's supposed to probably, I'm sure they probably was taking as much precaution as they could. And if he fucking got it, you don't know who the fuck they got it. So I think they was going to shut down for the 2 weeks, 3 weeks.
Yeah,
they're trying to hopefully make it through that they can go back. But yeah, this is what happens. We don't have a vaccine and this shit is lit, and hopefully he'll be okay. But
I'm not taking a vaccine.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it unless they fucking hunt me down and force me.
They're gonna try to force us. They're gonna shoot nanites into us and shit.
Yeah, bang! They're gonna have to like snipe me from down the street. I'm not taking that shit. It's not. And vaccinate your kids. Like I'm not an anti-vaxxer type of person.
Even that I'm skeptical of.
Understandable. My thing is.
Like I said, man, you don't want to fucking.
Yeah, I don't want to backwards. I don't want to do that. You want to be moonwalking everywhere you go.
I don't want to.
Yeah, I just feel like anything they come out with is gonna be rushed, right? That's my only thing because the economy's so fucked. Everything's just fucked up, and they just want to get everything back to where it was. I'm not super confident in that what they're gonna put out the first. Maybe if it's like 3 years from now, maybe I'll get it after I feel like more confident. They worked out the kinks and we're not like creating super mutants or some shit like with this shit.
like Chris Tucker. Everybody all right?
Yeah.
Okay? Yeah. Fuck.
Maybe this is the beginning of a fucking Fallout.
Fallout.
Yeah, this is what starts making super mutants and shit.
Like all radiated suits and shit. Damn. Oh, damn.
But yeah, hopefully he'll be okay. Shout out to Robert Pattinson. I mean, if he can survive sunlight, he can survive fucking corona.
Yeah, The Rock's whole family got it.
Yeah. But he didn't announce that until after the 2 weeks after it was all clear and done.
Yeah, I'm glad his kids is all right though, because he said,
yeah, because his kid,
shit,
yeah, his kids got it. Yeah,
damn, nigga, just imagine
scary
that.
shit.
Yo, if the Rock would, I'm like, yo, I'm done with life.
If the Rock goes,
I'm like, yo, I'm fucking done with this. I'm done with this. I'm done with it. Chadwick Boseman, Kobe, The Rock. Not The Rock. Damn.
Yeah, that Chapman shit don't sit right with me.
Yeah,
that shit was crazy. Yeah.
Somebody told me to do a tribute video. Nigga, I can't even be confident to do that shit without crying.
Yeah.
I ain't doing that. I want to do it, but I don't want to do it.
I mean, do it if you want to. Don't do it because you feel pressure to. Do it because it's something that you want to do.
I thought about doing it, but I don't want to.
Yeah. No. I cannot blame you, sir.
Yeah.
That shit is fucking insane.
Yeah.
There's no rhyme or reason. This year is just a weird, horrible, weird year.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we done, right?
Yeah, that's about it. Picks.
Yeah. What you got?
I'm gonna say watch The Boys season 2. I watched the first three episodes are out now. I think the new episodes come out I don't know if they're gonna do three a week or if it's just the first three offset and then it's gonna be one. I don't know what their schedule. We can if you watch it and get caught up.
Review that because I'm watching. I'm gonna definitely watch that shit.
Yeah, we can do that. So yeah, watch that. It's still fucking awesome. Shout out to I forgot the dude that's in the black hockey suit. I can't remember his name now.
Black hockey suit. Black Noir.
Yeah, Black Noir. Yeah, that nigga had an ill ass scene in like the first episode. Shit was that nigga is a beast. Yeah. Shout out to that nigga. Yeah.
I got Cobra Kai.
Oh yeah. I think I might want to check that out.
Yo, that shit. At first, when I was watching, I was like, "Nah, this shit's gonna be stupid." Because I thought it was just gonna be. Well, it is a comedy. It is a comedy. It was a parody of it, but it's taken seriously at points. And I'm like, "Yo, this shit is like really good. It's better than I expected."
Yeah, I saw. Let's see. I saw some clip that was funny where it was like I can't remember the bad guy, the villain guys.
Yeah.
He was like explaining what happened, his version of events of how shit happened, and I was like,
that shit was so funny.
I was like, yo, you know what?
People really explain it like that.
Yeah, if you look at it like that,
he's
not wrong.
I was just minding my business. He tried to push it on my girl, and I came up. Nigga, did you not know that you had 3 niggas behind you? You pushed this motherfucker and whipped his ass. And then he just came back, started fucking with my girl. So
yeah, he jumped him and shit. Yeah, but also you're right. Hey, look, don't talk to my girl. I mean,
this was like weeks later. Then he threw water on me in the bathroom. I'm like, nigga, this nigga try to act like he the bully, but it do be like that though. That shit was funny.
If you could see where he would like, you could understand why in his brain why he'd be like, oh nah, he's the asshole.
Yeah. And it does look like he's the asshole though. It doesn't look like it doesn't look like
Macchio.
Daniel Russo is the asshole.
Daniel's son. yeah, I can see where
they had a little Pat Morita tribute.
Oh, word?
Yeah, when he was they had a scene with Daniel. He put the band band on his head and he was like and shit like that. The memory of that was cool. Yeah, he has a daughter, but it's kung fu. Yeah, and like the dude that lost, like he has a son that's doing bad, and Daniel takes him as a tutor, but he don't know that's his son. But the son don't like the father, so he did it just to piss him off. But he still didn't tell him that was his son, so he just learning. It's ill. That's just ill. I like how that shit goes. It's like
I'm about to check it out.
Yeah, it's like two seasons so far. I'm still on the first one. I was like, yo, this shit is like really good.
Yeah. So did it just move to Netflix? Because I know it was originally
it just moved to Netflix.
It was originally a YouTube exclusive show.
Yeah.
So now it's just gonna be coming out on Netflix.
Yeah. And that's another thing. That's another thing that came up about Netflix. They have not necessarily a problem, but it's almost as if people are moving to Netflix to get their fucking shit up, and then they could just always take it back. That's the fucked up thing because on Netflix the shit works. Yeah, and I'm watching this shit. And I'm like, yo, this shit is a lot better than I thought it would be. Yeah, but I fuck with that.
Word.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, just into the show.
Yeah. So thank y'all for listening. If y'all still fucking with us, let us know. Let us know how you enjoyed just the two of us shows, and I guess suggestions for anything y'all want us to do while it's just us two.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll take some of those. We'll see what some people come up with.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, we don't know when he'll be back.
Right.
But I feel like he does plan on coming back. So I do think eventually. So far, again, if things change, we'll inform you when we have more information. Y'all have more very And again, he's still in the Discord, and he's not like hiding. He's not like away. He's very much contactable if you want to. I don't know if he'll give you what his actual. Because I think some of his personal shit. So I don't know if he'll give you like his whole like reasons. But you know, we in here. We still ninjas are still ninjaing.
Yeah.
And like I said, we're gonna try to figure out maybe to still do some no smoke shit. So again, subscribe to our YouTube and our Facebook and all that jazz.
Right.
Go to the website, sign up to the newsletter, buy some merch, go to our Patreon. That helps out the show.
Yeah.
Do all that shit.
Yep. Tight. Ninja Vanish.
Here.
Yep. Ninja Vanish.
Get out of here.
Get out of here.